What is up, everybody, and welcome to Tino's Time Wrestling. And here we are on Wednesday afternoon, getting ready, having ourselves a good Wednesday, trying to get through the day, and we are trying to get ready for AEW Dynamite tonight. But here we are, guys. And if you guys didn't see last night, Mandy Rose lost her title to Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez ended the 413-day title run of our very own champion, Mandy Rose. And we saw last night Mandy Rose get very upset. We saw Mandy Rose have herself in a moment, and she looked very disgraced. And we honestly didn't see that coming last night. But we all wake up this morning and we all find out that Mandy Rose has been released by the WWE. Yes, I did say that, guys. Mandy Rose has been released from the WWE after losing her women's championship match last night on NXT, like I said, to Roxanne Perez. And this honestly came out of nowhere. This was something that I don't think any of us were expecting. I think we were expecting Toxic Attraction to go to the main roster. I think we expected Toxic Attraction to do their thing and do what we all know that they can do, and we all know that they're capable of doing on the main roster. But it does not look like that is going to happen at all. What's up, Will? How are you doing? So, guys, how are you guys feeling about this? But let me know in the chat, all you guys just joining us. Emergency podcast here, your boy Tino. Didn't see this coming. Yeah, exactly. So Fightful has reported, and Fightful is one of the reliable sources out there. Fightful has learned that Mandy Rose has been released because of WWE officials felt that they were put in a tough position because Mandy Rose is a beautiful woman. We know what Mandy Rose does. We know that Mandy Rose is very pretty. We know that she's a model and everything like that. But based on the content she was posting on her Brand Army page, her fan page, WWE felt like it was out of their parameters of her WWE deal. And, you know, we've had a lot of these things happen with people being on Twitch or gaming or being on this platform or being on that platform. We've seen it happen in the past with Paige. We've seen it happen in the past with Adam Cole. We've seen it happen with a bunch of these things that we've seen all these people do that. And I completely understand where WWE is coming from. I understand that they don't want their superstars being on these like only fan pages. They don't want them posting crazy and inappropriate pictures because it's part of their deal and they're part of the WWE brand. And if you're doing something, it comes back onto the WWE. So I get all that. But the one thing is I feel like with all of this coming out and with Mandy Rose, because I saw something yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it, but apparently there was something that somebody leaked a photo of Mandy Rose and Tito, her boyfriend, got involved. I think, is it Tino or Tito? One of the two. I don't know. Tino, and maybe it's Tino. Anyway, but you know, we've seen it and we've seen kind of stuff like that, but it just is one of those things that they've been doing this forever. We've seen, you see the girl to the right of me, Gigi Dolan. Gigi Dolan posts these pictures, guys, that I don't think many people should really be seeing. But we all look because, I mean, she's a pretty girl. And I get WWE is trying to protect themselves and everything. But like you just said, Will, after last night, this is not what I was expecting. Because I thought, like I said, I thought she was going to be in the Royal Rumble. I thought she was going to be on the main roster. I thought her and Toxic Attraction were going to go to WWE in the main roster and possibly maybe feud with Damage Control. I mean, I thought there were going to be a lot of different things that we could have possibly seen from Toxic Attraction. And that was why I thought she was crying last night. Because, you know, she had a title reign of 413 days. And for the people that don't know who Mandy Rose is, and you guys really don't know where she's come from, Mandy Rose started her career in Tough Enough. She was in Tough Enough with Sonya Deville, with other people that made Velveteen Dream. We've seen other guys that we've seen make it to the WWE, and that's where Mandy Rose Amanda Scarpinato, I think that's how you say it. I think that's how you say her last name. But her real name, she was in the WWE. She did her thing. I think she came in second place for the women. I think it was down to her and Sarah Lee, if I'm not mistaken. So I think she came in like second or third place. And then we saw Mandy Rose come up to the main roster. We saw her do her thing, and she was the blonde bombshell. And she had a few rivalries, and she was in the group and everything like that. But Mandy Rose never got going and never got to the point that we all thought she was going to get. She had that decent rivalry with Sonya, like I just said, and she had a few runs. She was in a tag team and everything like that, but nothing really ever stuck. Nothing ever was like, Mandy Rose is a real deal. And all of a sudden, people, this woman shows up to NXT 2.0. What's up, Nathan? How you doing? I'm shocked too, Nathan. I'm just kind of telling a backstory of everything with Mandy Rose. So when she got to NXT, she came out. She changed her hair color. She came out like this. We saw the debut of Toxic Attraction, and every Tuesday since, we sit here on my live streams and we're toxic. And Mandy Rose, she became NXT Women's Champion. She completely turned her career around. She became the face and the queen of NXT. We didn't know who was going to beat her. We all had our skepticism. We all had our predictions, but we all didn't know who was going to win. And she held that title, as I mentioned in the beginning of this podcast, for 413 days. She defended it at every pay-per-view. She had matches after matches after matches. She won it, and she proved to everybody that she was becoming the superstar that she wanted to be, and the superstar that we all knew that she could be. And she was getting better and everything like that. And it's one of those things to see it all come to an end like this. It's shocking, because we were sitting here less than 12 hours ago being like, oh my God, Roxanne Perez, I'm so happy for Roxanne. She's at the top of NXT. She's the queen of NXT. And we wake up and we get this news about Mandy Rose. So I keep seeing people in the chat keep saying that Mandy Rose Triple H has taken a big L. And Triple H, this is Triple H's fault, and Triple H this and Triple H that. And we also have the news about Vincent Kennedy McMahon wanting to come back to WWE, and he wants to come back in charge. Please, for the love of God, no. But I don't see this really being Triple H's fault. I feel like this is a situation, guys. I feel that is out of his control. I feel like his hands are tied. I feel like if it was Triple H's decision, maybe it wasn't Triple H's decision. And like it says in the Fightful, maybe it was part of her contract. If she did any of this, then, or if any of any of the women on the roster say and do anything like that. And, I haven't seen any of the pictures. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen, but I mean, I see some of the pictures that she posts on her Instagram and stuff like that. And I mean, she's a beautiful woman. She should show off her body. If that's what she works her ass off for, she's putting in the work. Why not show it off? And maybe she should have been a little bit more cautious and everything about that. But it's one of those things that I feel like they also have to go out and they have to go out there and make money elsewhere. They aren't going to go make it all in WWE, because that's why they go out and do movies. That's why Miz goes and does all those movies. That's why Batista does all those, because they make money, but they don't make like what baseball players make, like they're not making millions of dollars. So they have to go out there and do things. But if it was in her contract that she wasn't able to do this, and if it was an OnlyFans page, and if there was something where we saw like a nude, I mean, I haven't seen a nude. I haven't heard a nude. Is that what this picture is? If it's a nude, let me know where we can find it. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, like, it's just one of those things that if it's a nude and it's that, like, there has to be a reason why it happened this abruptly. It's not like Triple H said, go out there, lose your title, and you're going to get fired. Were not total nudes. Okay, they were not total nudes. That's what I thought, but I heard a rumor, or I heard somebody say something before I went live about them possibly being nudes. So I just wanted to put that out there in case. But it's one of those things that it's like I said, I'm still in shock. Even doing this, even making all this stuff and making the Canva and getting ready for this podcast, I'm sitting there and I'm like, we're talking about Royal Rumble last night. And what does this also mean for the two women that we can't or we do see? What does this mean for JC Jane? And what does it mean for Gigi Dolan? Are we going to see Gigi Dolan and JC Jane go up to the main roster? Are they going to stay in NXT? Are we going to see somebody else replace Mandy Rose? Could they continue to do Toxic Attraction? Maybe they bring in Sonya Deville. If you guys remember, Sonya Deville was coming out a few times with Toxic Attraction. Maybe she does that because, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, Amanda, also have their own donut line. So they are best friends and they're like tied at the hip. So if Mandy, if she's gone, why doesn't she call her best friend? Why doesn't she tell Sonya Deville, hey, why can you go take care of my girls in NXT? Make sure you do what they can. And, I don't think Sonya Deville would be a bad option to replace Mandy if they wanted to do something like that. And I keep seeing people in the chat saying that it is Vince's behind it. I don't think Vince is behind this. I don't think Vince is no control right now. I think that Vince is trying to get his way back in to WWE, and he's trying to get his way and he's trying to find his way back in. He's like that guy out there with the cage where he's let me in the WWE headquarters. That's what Vince is doing. Hopefully, though, Vince does not come back because we don't need Vince McMahon coming back to WWE. Vince has been gone. It's been fine. It has not been perfect. I'll tell you, it has not been perfect. But I will tell you that it's definitely better. Because I'll tell you what, right now, I was saying it last night or I was saying it on Monday. If we go back to a Vince McMahon Monday Night Raw, I can't watch it with you guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to be sleeping. And it's going to be Tino sleeping live stream. So I don't think Vince has any idea. I don't think Vince has any say in with this going on. I honestly, in my opinion, I think Triple H's hands were tied. I think Triple H wanted to put Mandy Rose. He wanted to put her at top. He wanted to do her thing. And he wanted to do, we saw how much she turned her career around. So in my opinion, I do think that Triple H's hands were tied. I don't think he wanted to do this because obviously it all makes sense then last night. Everything that happened last night now makes sense. She went out there. She had her last match. Main evented, she lost the title, and then she got released. All of it happened so fast, but all of it makes sense now. Because why was she crying last night? We were all sitting there, we were like, why is she crying? But it makes sense why she was crying. Because she was upset that obviously that was going to be her last match in WWE. So, like I said, I don't think Vince has anything in this do with this. At least I don't think Vince has anything to say in WWE right now. Hopefully he doesn't find his way back because we don't need that man back in WWE. He needs to stay far, far away. Go to another planet and make a WWE company or something. I don't know. But do not come back to WWE. But Mandy Rose, like I said, she 413-day run. She did her thing. Her and Toxic Attraction were the best women's stable in NXT. They were completely running the division for a very long time. And like I said, it would be interesting that okay, so I got a new person. We got a new guy. Before I say anything else, because I want to make sure, we got a new guy. How you doing, Ven? I'm going to call you Venosar. Venosar, welcome to the stream, my guy. Why did she get released? So if you guys are just joining us, I appreciate all you guys joining us. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're enjoying the episode, the live stream. This episode coming out of nowhere, the emergency podcast. She got released because WWE found out that she posted inappropriate and explicit photos of herself on her fan page, and apparently they got leaked. He said, I ain't new. It's LOL Jordan. Oh, okay. Well, it's Jordan. I guess it's Jordan. Well, it didn't say Jordan. How am I supposed to know, bro? Well, what's up, Jordan? How you doing? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I thought you were new. I was hoping you were a new guy, but that's okay. But yeah, so apparently Mandy Rose has had pictures leaked, and there were a bunch of stuff. Let me see if there's anything else that while we are sitting here, let's see if anything else has come out. Because there is also Sean Sapp is reporting that he will be going live at 3 p.m. and he will have way more news, and he will have a lot of more probably stuff that he said I can act. Funny as hell. I mean, sure, man. If you want to act like a new person, that's I'm all for it. But he says at 3 o'clock he will be going live, and he will be have more Mandy Rose news, because this news broke about an hour ago, and I actually would have been able to go live right away, but I was working. So I was trying to get done with work and everything like that. But guys, I cannot believe that Mandy Rose is gone in the WWE. And like I said, what does this mean for Toxic Attraction? What does this mean for NXT? What does this mean for the NXT Women's title? Yes, we got Roxanne Perez. Roxy C is the new NXT Women's Champion. I cannot wait to see what happens with that. And it's just one of those things that it is going to be very interesting to see, because this was out of nowhere. We said it, and I said it in the beginning. This literally happened out of nowhere. None of us saw this coming. Nobody woke up and was like, we think Mandy Rose is going to be released. And that's one of the things where it's just like, you never know who's going to be released. Your favorite superstar, guys, honestly, could be released. So that's going to be the next thing I'm going to talk about, is possibly the AEW. So yeah. So you know what? Let's get to that. So with her now being released, what does this mean next for her? Will we see her go to AEW? Will she go to Impact? Probably not. Nobody watches Impact unless you're Hassan. Maybe she goes to Ring of Honor. He says that maybe she wants. I mean, if that's what she wants to do, that's what she wants to do. If she does not want to go to another wrestling company, maybe that's what she wants to do. Maybe she wants to be a model. And hey, if that's what Mandy Rose wants to do, let her go and do it, and let her be the girl that we all know that she wants to be, and let her be the superstar, and just let them go do what they want to do. If that's what they want to do, then what are you going to do? Hold somebody down and have them be there if they don't want to be there? You know, obviously, like I said, they're in a position that they had to do this, because they weren't just going to do this just to do this. It's not like a random release day like Vince McMahon where he wants to release everybody. This happened out of nowhere, guys. This wasn't a release. This wasn't like a scum of releases. This was Mandy Rose. That's it. So could we see her go to AEW after her 90 days? Could we see her, like I said, in my opinion, I honestly would not be surprised. And also, if you're just joining us, the Real Evil AMC is just joining us. Mandy Rose has been released by WWE because she has been, and she was posting provocative and explicit photos of herself on that social media platform. And apparently that's not allowed in the WWE's contract. So Resident Evil, Mandy Rose is gone in the WWE. And I was just about to talk about her possibly going to AEW. And honestly, if she is going to stay in wrestling, and if she's going to want to continue, that would not be that would not be the worst place for her. And we also, yes, I'll get to that too in a minute. Bobby Lashley was not fired. Bobby Lashley was fired in kayfabe. Bobby Lashley is probably fine. So, yeah. So, I don't think Bobby Lashley was really fired. But if she is to go to an AEW, say she does go to AEW, let's look at that roster now. They got Mandy Rose. They have Saraya. They got Athena, even though Athena is now the AEW or the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. They have Britt Baker. They have Jamie Hayter. They have Toni Storm. They have Tay Mello. They have Anna Jay. They have Ruby Soho. They have all these people that I think adding Mandy Rose to the AEW women's division honestly wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't think it would be the worst idea at anything. I think it would be a great idea if that's what she wants to do and if she wants to continue to wrestle. Because let's be real, if she were to go to any other promotion, I don't think that she would get as much like stardom and as much like she wouldn't get her name out there as much if she is to go somewhere else besides AEW, because obviously AEW is the second thing right now. So I don't think her going to AEW would not get, I don't think that would be a bad idea. Stephanie McMahon poses to do a work, don't get your hopes up for what? A work for what? And likely. So yeah, so that's the thing. So I know you guys next Royal Rumble 2023. I know you guys are all in the chat saying a bunch of random things, and I'm kind of lost in the chat, but that's okay. So guys, I like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing her in AEW. I think it would be a great addition to the roster because it would be interesting to see who she would and see her match up with those different types of superstars. And, so it should be interesting to see what happens with Mandy Rose. But as you guys know, they have a 90-day clause, so she can't do anything for 3 months. She'll obviously be released. She'll be at home with her husband or her fiance. I think they're engaged. Are they married? They might be married now. Engaged, married. But I would not be shocked if she goes to AEW. I really would not. So I see a bunch of people in the chat, so I want to make sure I get to what you guys are saying. So Resident Evil, I do not see the Bobby Lashley thing being real. So did Lita and Trish. They were used, and Stacy, they were used to, you're right. She could do Playboy. She could if she wanted to. Also, I'm just going to add the cameraman always would point the camera at Mandy's parts, and let's not lie here. No, well, you're not wrong. The way they presented her in WWE, they did it. They did the camera angle from up and down. They did it side and left and all of it. I get it. I completely see where people can see that there's some type of thing and some type of whatever. But then if you guys remember, don't you remember when Athena wasn't acting or being a certain way and they told her to act more like Mandy Rose? I feel NXT has gotten for God's sakes, Kiana James looks like a sexy school teacher. I feel yes, I know she went out of her contract and out of what she was supposed to do, but it's not like WWE isn't trying to be semi-sexual and semi type of we see Nikita Lyons. Everybody calls her Nikita Lyons. Her finisher is literally sitting on somebody's face. Let's be real here, people. We're not stupid. Come on now. We all know, come on. So I completely agree with you, bro, with that, because that's something that, yeah. Stephanie McMahon, I don't think it's a joke. I don't think this is a joke. Sasha and Naomi coming back would most likely feel like more of a reality. I still feel like we are going to see Sasha and Naomi eventually. Sasha is now going to be fighting in New Japan Pro Wrestling, so she will be doing that. So we'll have to see what happens with that and where that goes. But it is really interesting to see because, like I've been saying, guys, this Royal Rumble continues to get very unpredictable because with Mandy Rose and with stuff like this happening, we still have a month away until the Royal Rumble, and we really don't know everything that's going to happen. And we really don't know who is going to be in there. So it is going to be really great. We got 30 days NXT talent. Oh, so it's 30 days for NXT talent. Well, I guess we got a month of her. So it's only 30. I didn't know that. I thought it was 90 days. Wilt says he likes Kiana James. I like Kiana James too, but I'm just saying for them doing this to Mandy and for them saying that the photos are explicit and all the photos. Like I said, I haven't seen any. I don't know what these photos look like. I haven't been able, I doubt I could show them on the live stream anyway. It might be rated R, but it's one of those things that with them having a sexy school teacher, Nikita Lyons sitting on people's faces. We got Rhea doing the lesbian pin. We got and it's fine. I don't mind it. I have nothing against it. but then don't sit there and don't put Mandy Rose on a limb because she's posting pictures on her fan page that she's posting on her free time. And that's my only thing. Is it's like I get it and I understand it, but I just don't understand like why these superstars and these women and these people cannot go out there and make money in other ways without getting in trouble by WWE, even if it's in the contract, even whatever it is. It's just one of those things where, like I said earlier, they don't make a lot of money in reality with WWE. That's why they all go out and do movies. That's why they all go out and do TV shows. That's why they all go out and do different things, because they all don't make like John Cena money. Nobody's making John Cena money besides John Cena. Like, you know what I mean? Like The Rock. Nobody's making The Rock money. So it's one of those things that it sucks to see Mandy Rose go, because she held the title for 413 days. She ran through the NXT women's division. I said that Roxanne was going to beat her, but I really thought we were going to wait for Vengeance Day. I thought we were going to wait, and I thought we were going to see them, and I thought we were going to see them also in the Rumble. Jordan just said it. I thought Mandy was going to be in the Royal Rumble too. I really did. I really did think she was going to be in the Rumble, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But Michelle says plenty of feuds for her. And that's what I'm saying. If she wants to go to AEW and she wants to go and she wants to continue to wrestle, that would be the perfect place for her to go. Take a month off, spend time with your fiance, do your thing, do whatever you got to do, and come back, get a little refreshed, and that wouldn't be a bad thing. At least we get to see her on Wednesday nights instead of Tuesday nights. Instead of Toxic Tuesday, it's Toxic Wednesday. And you guys know what that means. So, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if it happens. Who's mystery partner? I don't even know who's mystery partner. Mandy, Jordan, if this is true, bro, we are not going to see Mandy Rose in the Rumble. We are not going to see her. What about Maxine Dupree? Maxine Dupree does the same as, yes. So that's the thing is yes. So Maxine does the same thing. She posts pictures like that all the time. And Emma does too. All of them do. We saw Wendy Chu. Did you guys see what Wendy Chu looks like out of the pajama uniform? Because she don't look like Wendy Chu. She like that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my one problem that I have with this, where it's like, if we're going to be doing this to Mandy, why isn't everybody else getting blamed because of it not being on a fan page, or, but that's the thing. Then the women are also not allowed to be a certain way. Like, why can't they just do what they have to do? And why can't they just, make money or do whatever they got to do? Like, why is it that they got to watch out for everything that they do? It was a work, and that was the problem. What was a work? I don't know what you're talking about. This is not a work. This is not a work. There's no way that Mandy Rose would have lost her title randomly, and there's no way she would have done all that for it to be a whole entire work and it just, yeah. I just don't think it is. I really do not believe that this is a work at all. I believe that it's all true. I believe that there's going to be more information that comes out as the weeks go on, as the days go on, as we continue to watch NXT, as we get to 2023, as we get to Vengeance Day, as we get to watching AEW. We got Winter is coming tonight. Obviously, she's not showing up tonight, but I mean, like I said, it should be interesting to see where Mandy Rose goes, what happens with her, and everything that is going down in this situation with Mandy being released by the WWE. The women often 2000 area swimsuit costume. So the pictures were at the WWE office. That's not what it says. It says it was on the fan page. So you're telling me she took the photos at the WWE office? I don't know about all that, man. I don't know about all that, because I have not seen anything that has to do with anything of that. So I don't think that's true. I don't know where you got that from, but I don't think she was taking them in there. I don't think she was doing any of that. Let's see. It's not like Triple H was taking the pictures and step in. Yeah, no. Yeah, see that's not true. That's not true that she was taking pictures. No, that's not true, Eric. I don't know where the hell you got that from, but that's not true. So she was not taking pictures in the office. She was posting the pictures on her fan page. I don't know where Jordan says Triple H walked in and was taking the pictures. I mean, shit, maybe. I mean, if Mandy Rose asked you guys to take a picture, would you take the picture? I mean, nobody's going to say no. Let's be real here. So, guys, that is all the information that I have on this and how I feel about all this, because that's everything that we've seen so far. But I wanted to make sure I did a video, and I wanted to make sure we talked a little bit about it and how I felt about this whole situation. Because what? What's up, Sang? How you doing, bro? Also, what about all the times Wade was talking about Mandy and stuff? I mean, see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's fine to talk about it, but there shouldn't be all these things where they're saying and they're having all these problems and stuff like that. So it should really be interesting to see all of the information that will be coming out as the episodes and all the weeks come on. Because if it is true that we will see Mandy Rose wrestle again, it could be AEW, it could be another promotion, or maybe she does just go and she just has herself and she goes and does modeling or something. I don't know, guys, but it should be interesting to see where Mandy Rose goes from here. Hopefully, we see our girls, JC Jane and Gigi Dolan, still in WWE. Hopefully, they are able to go to the main roster. Hopefully, they can compete for the tag titles. And hopefully, we could just see this. I saw somebody post. Hopefully, WWE maybe rehires her and then they suspend her for a little bit. That would be better, because I think that would be a better situation for her to be able to go out there and, get suspended, learn your lesson, and come back. So, guys, I appreciate you guys all coming and hanging out and listening to this episode. All the information that we had about Mandy Rose, talked about some things I think possibly could happen and stuff like this. But like I said, I wanted to do this emergency podcast and make sure that we talked a little bit about it so you guys knew what was going on with Mandy Rose, toxic attraction, and everybody and everything going on in WWE. As I said also, guys, earlier, we will be live here for AEW Dynamite tonight, live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, as we watch Winter is Coming. We got a bunch of matches. We got Tay Mello. We got Ruby Soho. We got Ricky Starks. We got Penta. We got the Elite. We got Death Triangle. So, guys, we're going to have a good night tonight. And once Sap goes live, you guys go watch Sap. Go see all the other information that he has. There's a bunch of other podcasters doing videos like this, so make sure you guys go check them out. Go check out all the content that we have here on Tino's Time. If you guys haven't yet, I appreciate you guys all coming and hanging out here on this episode and talking Mandy Rose and talking a little toxic attraction, as after 14 and 413 days, not 14 and 413, 413 days after being the women's champion and ending her reign last night and having Miss Roxanne Perez become the new NXT women's champion, Mandy Rose is officially gone from the WWE, and I hope her all the best. Thank you for all the memories. Thank you for everything you've done, Mandy. As a fan of you since the beginning, since watching you on Tough Enough and seeing you go all the way from the bottom to the top, you really did start from the bottom and you made it to the top. All I do, Mandy, is wish you the best of luck in the future and whatever you may do, guys. So, as I said, we'll be live here tonight for AEW Dynamite. If you guys miss me and you want to hear more of me, make sure you guys go follow us on SoundCloud and Spotify at Tino's Time. Also, Tino's Time Wrestling on Instagram, Facebook, wrestling on Instagram and Facebook. Tino's Time 1996 on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys continue to subscribe. I see a bunch of new people in the stream today, so make sure you guys subscribe. You join the nation. That is Tino's Nation. As we are on the road to 800, make sure you guys turn that notification button on so you know when we go live tonight. And like I said, we go live tonight at 7 p.m. So, guys, until 7 p.m. and until we come back here on Tino's Time Wrestling and watch AEW, winter is coming. Enjoy your Wednesday afternoon. And this is your boy Tino signing out until tonight.